I'm Dr. Kristen R. Bromley. This video series, which is part of my online music academy, specifically accompanies note reading books 1 and 2 from my Method book series. Like all my books, this selection is available to purchase through Amazon and Google Play. For help, see the links in the description below. In the videos which are part of this specific course, I progress through the lessons in note reading books 1 and 2, explaining and demonstrating concepts and playing each of the songs and exercises contained therein, so you can hear how they sound and play them right along with me. You are of course welcome to view these videos with or without the book, but with the book you can work through all the songs and exercises, and in the process learn all the notes in first position and master the skill of reading written music notation. Alright, let's get to jamming in this lesson. Hi there, welcome back. Here we are in lesson 18. In this lesson we're working on some new rhythmic things. Specifically, we're going to work on 16th notes. So, in this lesson we'll be on pages 115 through 119. We're starting on page 115, and we'll just dive right in with 16th notes. So 16th notes are the subdivision of an 8th note. They cut the 8th note in half. Visually, they look like an 8th note, only we have two flags, or two beams, when there's more than one beam together. So when there's one, we just see the flags. When there's more than one beam together, we might see them in groups of 2 or 3 or 4. Then we have the beams instead of the flags. For the rest, it's just two little lines there, so the Y look sort of gives us our 8th rest, adding another little, making it kind of a double Y, I guess, in a way. But two lines, two curved lines with that dot on it, makes it into a 16th rest. As we continue, we'll end up seeing where we have dotted 8th notes, kind of crazy, but dotted 8th notes followed by a 16th or preceded by a 16th note. But let's go ahead and jump in with the counting. So to help us count rhythms that have these, we've got to add some verbiage for the spots that fall in between the beat and the and of the beat, the subdivision of the beat. So 4 16th notes equal 1 quarter note. Our quarter note is usually the beat, so that's what we'll use as the beat right here in the moment. When we have 2 8th notes, we count with a number on the 8th note that falls on the beat, and we use the word and for the 8th note that falls on the off beat, or in between the beat. Now we have subdivisions in between those, and we're going to use E for the one that comes right after the beat, and for the one that comes after the and. So 1 E and 2 E and that sort of thing. So right there on page 115 we have an example of 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and showing us how to count those 16th notes. Let's look at the next examples that also include the picking direction. So in the strictest sense, we can go with the subdivision, and we can do down plucks on everything that falls on a beat, down plucks on all the ands, and then up plucks on the e's and the uhs. Or you could actually alternate everything, which is something that often happens. But we have a couple examples here without that, where we're just taking our subdivision to a new level, and we're only plucking up on the e's and the uhs. And that's the way we'll do it, because it's going to help us with these rhythms. So if I play the first example that's shown there, the one on the left, I have 4 16th notes, then I have an 8th note and 2 16th notes. So if going through those 16th notes, 1 E and is just down, up, down, up. But then on beat 2, where we have the 8th note, and then and so that second half of the beat is where it's subdivided, I would go down, down, up. So the two together, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Then beat 3 is kind of the opposite. I got 2 16th notes followed by an 8th. 3 E and. So I'm going to go down, up, down. Then we get a little syncopation within it, and we've got 4 E, so down, up, up. We've obscured where that and is. If I play that whole example counting it, I've got 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 E If I say it with the picking direction, we'd have down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, up. All right, let's look at the example on the right, where we've got 2 eighth notes. So we'd have 1 and just down, down, because we're hitting a beat and we're hitting the one right in between the two, halfway in between the two. Then beats 2, we have 2 E and so down, up, down, up. Beat 3, we have that eighth note followed by 2 16th notes, so 3 and or down, down, up, and then 4 and. Both of those are either on the beat or halfway in between, so down, pluck. So if I play that whole example, we'd have 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. If I say the picking direction, we're going to have down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. Okay, now let's look at the actual exercises. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to practice this picking direction on the open E string with some different rhythmic figures. We're going to count them there. I will count them one time and do them a second time with the picking direction. Kind of help us feel a little bit with these 16th note rhythms. So on the E string, here we go. Number 1. 1 E and 2 E and ready E and go E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E, 4 E and so you might have noticed that sometimes I subdivided, meaning I put all the counts in there on the longer notes, like the quarter notes or the eighth notes. That was to help me keep track of where the other ones come in. Okay, let's do it again. This time I will say the picking direction. So you got 1 E and 2 E and ready E and go E and down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, let's do number 2. I'll do the counting first. Note that this one's got some rests and some syncopations, so it'll be good for us. You got 1 E and 2 E and ready E and go E and 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and rest E and rest E and rest E and Sorry to catch one's breath in there with all that stuff to say. Okay, let's do it, and I'll say the picking direction. 1 E and 2 E and ready E and go E and down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Rest up, down, up, down, up, rest up, down, up, and we're off. Okay, number 3, same thing. I'll do the counts first. So, here we go. 1 E and 2 E and ready E and go E and 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E, 2 E and rest E, 4 E and rest E and 2 E, rest E and 4 E and off. Okay, I'll do picking direction. 1 E and 2 E and ready E and go E and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, Okay, so hopefully that gives you going a little bit. These can be tricky rhythms. We usually don't see all this stuff like thrown at us all at once in a song. Sometimes we do, but usually not. So these exercises help us prepare. So let's go over and we will be playing some songs. Let's flip on over to page 116. Okay, so number 4, Kuka Zubra. Take note that it's in 2/4 time and it's in the key of C, so no sharps or flats. We'll just go ahead and do it. So we're going to have 1 E and a 2 E and a, just like so. I'll give us a 2-beat count in. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 and 2 and 1 E and a 2 and a 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 E and a 1 and a 2 and 1 2. Okay, number 5, Miss McLeod's Reel. This one has a repeat, and it's in the key of G, so we have 1 sharp, F sharp, so we got to make sure and play F sharp when we have that. This one's also in 2/4. It comes in on the anda of the second beat, so I'm going to give us 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and we begin just like that. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 and a 2 E and a 1 and 2 E and a 1 and a 2 E and a 1 and 2 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 1 1 E and a 2 and repeat. Last measure. Okay, number 6, Waltzing Matilda. This one's going to have less 16th notes. When we have less 16th notes, in the places where we don't have any at all, in the measures where we don't have them, we can go back to alternating between those 8th notes. The only place that we would choose to alternate with the 16th notes is in those brief moments where we actually have it in the beats, and that could be a whole measure or half a measure. So like in measure 2, I could go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then go back to down, down, up, down, and that's how I will do it, because it's more economic to do that alternate picking as often as we can. The thing to note about this one is that it's in E flat majors, so we're back to 3 flats, kind of like we did in the last lesson. So we've got the B flat, the E flat, and the A flat. The 16th notes in this one are just leading up to the dotted quarter note, so don't let that throw you. It's just leading up to that dotted quarter in place of 1/8 note leading up to that dotted quarter. I'll give us a 4-beat count off and we'll be in. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and go and. Stand. Okay, let's go over to the next page and do number 7. Ein klein night music, a little night music. So this is a Mozart melody. Might be pretty familiar to you. Might not. This one, like the last one, only has 16th notes in a couple measures. So we're looking at the 3rd line. So that means for the other measures, I can continue to alternate as I would before with quarter notes and 8th notes. And then when I get to the 3rd line, for those 2 measures where I have 16th notes, I'm going to switch to that next subdivision doing down plucks on beats 1 and the and, so the halfway point between, and then up plucks on the E and the Okay. This one, you need to make note, is in the key of C. This one's also going to require us to hit that high A a couple times. So on the 3rd and 4th lines, we're going to hit that A that's above the staff at the very end. We have a rest before it, so we can hit the G with our middle finger and the A with our pinky. So on that 4th line with that high A pitch, we're going to have to shift back down without the use of an open string. So what I will do is after I play that A, I'm going to grab the G with my ring finger and then continue down. So it's going to be G to A to G, F, F, F. Just like that. Okay, I'll give us a 4-beat count-in. We have 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1. Rest, 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 rest. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, shift down. Rest 4. Okay, let's go and do Arkansas Traveler. So it's in 2/4, key of C. We're going to have 16th notes most of the way through it. So we're back to that 16th note approach to the alternate picking. Down, up on the 1E and down, down on those 8th notes that are back to back like that. So down plucks on the 1 and the halfway point, up plucks on the E's and the U's. Here we go. 1 E and go, E and 1 E and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 and repeat. Repeat. So that's a super fun one, and it's one that's actually great if you just want to keep working it up and getting it as fast as you can. Great old bluegrassy kind of thing. Fiddle tune, as it says there. Alright, let's flip on over to page 118 now. Okay, so here we are on page 118. We get to practice with these dotted eighth notes and dotted eighth rests. So, half the value of an eighth note is a 16th note. An eighth note plus a 16th note equals 3/4 of the value of a quarter note. So a dotted eighth note is worth 3/4 the value of a beat, or of a quarter note. And the same thing with a dotted eighth note. This gives us sort of this effect of 1E and 2E and 1E and 1E and 2E and 1E and 2E and 1, or 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and we're going to look at number 9 and 10 with these little exercises that'll let us practice a little bit with this rhythm. I'll do it the first time. I'll say the counts 1E and 2E and then the second time we'll do the picking direction. Same principles apply with the picking direction. So only on the U's and the E's are we doing up plucks, everything else we're doing down plucks. Here we go. 1E and 2E and ready E and go E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and okay. So now the picking direction. Here we go. 1E and 2E and ready E and go E and down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. Okay, so here we go with number 10. Now this one has the rests in there. The first time I go through, I'll say the counts. So you got to watch out for the 16th rests, followed by dotted eighth notes, and we also got to watch out for dotted eighth rests. So here we go on the counts. 1E and 2E and ready E and go E and rest E and 2 and rest E and 4E and rest E and 2 and rest E and 4E and rest E and 2E and 3 and rest E and okay. I'll say the picking direction this time. 1E and 2E and ready E and go E and rest up, down, down, rest up, down, rest up, down, down, rest up, down, up, rest up, down, 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 rest up. Okay, let's do number 11, Cindy. This one's mostly got eighth notes, so as we've said before, except for the measures with the 16th notes or the dotted eighths and the 16ths and so on, you can alternate pluck if you'd like to. It's in 2/4 time, it's in G major, so make sure we're going to play F sharp if we encounter any, and we'll just go ahead and do it. I'll give us a 2-beat count in. It comes in on the and a 2 though. So 1 and 2 and 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 rest. Okay, let's go over to page 119. We'll do number 12, 3 Blind Mice. Now this one's a little tricky because we're mixing in these dotted eighth notes followed by a 16th note plus triplets. So on that second line, that kind of a feel. Easier probably to hear than it is to like read and count. This one's in the key of D, so we want to make sure that we're playing C sharp and F sharp when we encounter it. So here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1, 2, 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2E and a 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4 1E and a 2 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2 and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E 2E and a 1. Okay. Kind of fun. Fun one to speed up a little fast too. Let's play it just a little bit faster. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and 2 4 and 1 and 2E and a 3 and 4 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 1E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 off. Okay, let's go on to number 13. Pop Goes the Weasel. Same kind of thing as Three Blind Mice. We're going to have those dotted eighth notes followed by sixteenths intermixed with triplets. This one's in the key of C, so no sharps or flats. We are going to have some low notes though, so that will add its own challenge to this. Let's just go ahead and do it. We'll start out by doing it a little bit slower. 1E and a 2E and a ready E and a go E and a 1E, 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E, 3E and a 4E and a 1E, the 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Okay, let's do it faster now. 1E and a 2E and a ready and go and... Okay, number 14, Tramp, Tramp, Tramp. This one has lots of the dotted eighth notes followed by 16th notes, not any triplets. So we're all ready for it. It is in the key of G major, so any Fs we play gotta be F sharp. Okay, here we go. This one, I should say, this one comes in on 4E and A, so hits beat 4, it's in 4/4 time. I'll give us a 3-beat counting. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a... Three and a... and the rest. Rest. Okay, so sometimes when things are written this way with this dotted 8th note to the 16th note, what they're really wanting is kind of this swung 8th note fill. eighth note, that second eighth note, would come in late into the bar. At least 2/3 of the way in, maybe 3/4 of the way in, but it's played really smooth. Let's put it that way. This one sounds great when it's done that way. And if I saw so many eighth notes, a whole string of them, all of them done that way, I would think, oh, they just want me to interpret this kind of in a swing fashion, compared to places where we're actually kind of just seeing it here and there. Here we go. Give us 3 beats and we'll be on 4. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, rest. 2, 4. 2, 3. 2, 3, rest. Okay, so that wraps us up for this lesson. I hope you're having fun. These rhythms are kind of fun. Songs with these 16th notes can be kind of fun. We don't see it as often as we see eighth notes and quarter notes and half notes and so on. It's kind of like triplets. It shows up from time to time, but it's not there all the time. But it's fun. These songs are fun. I hope you're enjoying it. In the next lesson, we're going to go back to learning more sharps and flats, so additional keys. We're going to be doing E major, which has 4 sharps. We'll also be doing C sharp minor, which also has 4 sharps. So it'll be fun. I'll see you next time. Take care. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For help with other guitar playing skills, check out more of my method books and the numerous lessons available as part of my online academy here on YouTube. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.